have permission to videotape the post office.
Hello.
I'm sorry? Videotape in here. You can't come into a federal building without masks. Stop your camera. You can't videotape us.
Don't serve him.
We just spoke to Postal Police outside, ma'am, and he said that we are allowed to take video inside the post office.
But you need to have a mask on.
I have a medical exemption.
Okay, where's that?
Where's what?
With the medical exemption. They just sheriff.
Let's not cause a problem. Just tell me my stamp so I can get beyond my way, please.
Don't give no stamp. I need to see it.
Do you know what HIPAA laws are? You can't ask me what my medical exemption is, man. Otherwise, it'll never come.
How's it going, guys? Watching the Watchman here, out with Amagansett Press, here in Dallas, Texas, at this absolutely massive USPS facility, which has a retail area and also some kind of distribution hub, it would appear. So while I'm doing the intro, I'll give you guys a look around at the area. You can see the Dallas skyline over here. And today, as usual, we're going to take a look around, take some video on public property, and take some video inside the public building, and see if the folks here respect our First Amendment right to do so. So, before we get started, I highly recommend you guys subscribe, turn on notifications, and check out my other social medias. And don't forget to read the description. There's a lot of info down there. So, now that that's out of the way, this really is a massive complex here. I always put a map, aerial shot from Google Maps in, which you guys will see. But it really is massive. It's got to be the size of, if not twice the size of, a Walmart. Just massive facility here, and we're going to take a walk around the outside, and over this way there is a security gate where the big 18-wheelers go in, and it looked like it was manned, so we'll take some video of that and see how security handles the situation, and we'll see how it goes. So let's take a look at the flag here. As some of you guys know, I've been doing flag checks recently. A lot of you guys are interested in seeing me do that. So flags actually look like they're in great condition here. No issues that I can see from on the ground. So
How you doing today, Watchman? So what do you think? Go around the back, take a look at the parking lot and all that first, and then we'll go inside?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Look how many loading docks they have.
I know. They actually have no trespassing sign here. Usually at federal facilities, they let the signs get decrepit and never change them out. So. Oh, and here's the trademark USPS garbage pile. Seems there's always garbage somewhere on USPS facilities, so here it is on this one, along the entire fence line. Which, this one, I can understand a little bit more because it is on the side of this major highway here. And people unfortunately tend to throw garbage out the windows of their cars on major highways, but all USPS facilities have some kind of garbage pile somewhere. See, like this is how they usually are. Falling apart. So this is the security checkpoint for incoming trucks. So there's the security booth,
And as you can see, there are no trespassing signs on the gate.
So beyond the gate there is no trespassing, restricted access area.
Access this side of the gate.
But up until that, you're good. I'll go on that side.
Okay.
So here's the security gate. Hopefully we get a truck coming in. So it looks like we got a truck coming in here. So this guy's staring at me, just stopped in the driveway here. Looked like he rolled his window down trying to say something, but it's loud out here. I don't know what he was doing. Postal police.
Postal police. How much you want to bet he pulls into the
Wow. I think that's the first time we've ever even seen postal police.
sort of hump like this?
They never show up.
Yeah. So I'll go up to the front, take a look at the signage.
Yeah.
Let's walk in the shade while we can.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the humidity back home in New York. It's like pea soup. No pets allowed. Sign in Spanish. Oh, 5-0 action here. Got to stand away from the door so it'll close. And in the meanwhile, this building dedicated to public service in 1978 when Jimmy Carter was the president. William F. Boulder, Postmaster General. So it's just another pew pew sign on this side. And I don't see anything regarding face coverage except for the one in Spanish, right?
And I don't even think that that's what that is. That's just the social distancing thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it says only 10 people allowed in at a time and maintain a distance of 6 feet.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Nothing else. And we will be going in, guys. Just like to do these things in stages, so stand by. I'm sorry?
Are you taking pictures of the, what are you doing?
I'm not taking pictures, no, I'm taking
Okay.
video.
Oh, okay, okay. You're not videotaping me, are you?
I am, and I'm trying to be very obvious about it.
Okay, okay, so, because we don't have permission to videotape the post office.
As you're absolutely correct. As
Yeah.
employees of the post office, you do not have permission. Matter of fact, your policy prohibits it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't apply to the public.
Okay, okay, so, okay, let me go across the road.
That's okay.
name badge said Mary A. Gomez.
I like the face covering, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
No confusing who you are, right?
No.
Have a good day, sir. Stay safe. So, he's just coming to conduct a little postal business, obviously not here for us.
Is that the postal police over there?
Yeah, it is. See what they have to say. Have a good day, Sarge. Drink plenty of water.
I will.
It's getting hot out here.
I know.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so postal police is obviously following us around, keeping an eye on us, which is fine. See what kind of signs we have here on the gate. So we have the usual Q sign. Another sign that says vehicles and their contents in non-public areas on postal property are subject to inspection. And they're quoting 39 CFR Part 232.1B2. And that is accurate. No trespassing, U.S. government property, violators will be prosecuted. That makes this a restricted area. And I'll tell you what, that was great. Because the woman that came out said, the way she worded it, she said to me, you know that we're not allowed to take photos. And she was absolutely right. Postal employees, while they're on duty, are not allowed to use their personal cell phones, cameras, anything to take pictures or photograph. It's written into their policy and they agreed to that. They signed that contract, so they're not allowed to do that. But we are.
Yeah, guys, so we'll see how it goes. I'm figuring we're not going to have any issues until we go inside. But we'll see what happens. You see that one's just something somebody printed up. That doesn't even mean anything.
Right.
And this one, the little up and down thing, they were supposed to take this down August last year.
Yeah, there's a little, Watchman's right. There's a little, if you look at the bottom right corner, I'll try to zoom in on it for you so the door doesn't open. This was to be put up immediately and taken down on 7/8/20. That's what that little up and down indicator is on the bottom right hand of any of these directional signs or regulation signs like the post office. So always check the date. And if there's a date that it's supposed to be taken down by, there's a reason.
So this sign has expired about 8 or 9 months ago, and it's still up here. So is that really enforceable?
Read the fine print. Maybe they have the AC on in there.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, that would be
It's hot.
really nice. See what that little poster 7. It's on the door. It's on the stationary part. So there's that. Good.
Another copy.
I'll tell you what, this is a very small post office box area for this size facility, okay? Looks like we have another copy of poster 7 here.
Third one.
What's the date?
2003.
Oh, God. It doesn't really matter though because they all say the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am very surprised at how few post office boxes there are in here.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole mass of the facility is the
Yeah.
distribution area.
Yeah, it's been like that for a long time. Postmarks. Window 12, no exception. Is this window 12? Yeah, it is. No exceptions of food delivery. That's terrible. If you stand anywhere near the door, it just keeps opening and closing.
Yeah.
So there's the caller service window. Restricted area, not an entry or exit. What is that?
That wall.
The wall? Yeah, I guess they closed it up. They can take that sign down now.
Wow.
Couriers effective immediately. You must sign and print your name legibly so that we can read it. It's nice and cool in there.
Yeah.
Keep the employees on ice. How you doing?
All right, I got it.
I like that mask.
Thank you.
That's cool. Can you make it say something? Or does it? Is it just lights, or can you
It's
write
not, it's
words
not
on it?
moving.
Oh, it's moving.
I hadn't learned how to make it move yet.
No, it's doing
moving.
that. Yeah, yeah. Now it's got an X on it. Yeah, that's cool. Good. Anything to make you smile these days,
All
right?
right.
Thank you. We
Got
appreciate
to.
it.
Have a good one.
You too. Stand here. Okay. All the usual post office goodies. Valentine's Day, that stuff like,
Mother's Day.
oh, Mother's Day. I'm looking at Valentine's Day. I'm thinking that should be like 85% off.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mother's Day, don't forget that.
Okay, did you want insurance on that?
No, no.
So
Hello.
are you videotaping?
I'm sorry?
Videotaping here. You can't come into a federal building without masks.
Wrong and
So
wrong.
I'm gonna ask you to step outside.
That's, can we take a look at your,
Okay, stop your camera. You can't videotape us.
ma'am, you're incorrect. Just calm down, and I'd be happy to look at the rules that are posted on your wall right outside that explicitly give us permission to take
I
them.
need you to step out of the building, and I need you to turn, you can't videotape us.
You know, Postal Police is right outside.
And Melanie?
That's why we should have spoke to him. Yeah, let's go out there and have a word with him. We'll come back. Be a good day for an education today.
Okay, now.
Gosh, people get upset. They don't even want to have a civil conversation. It's remarkable. How we doing, sir?
Can I help you?
Yeah, so we're first time we've been in Texas. First time in Dallas, obviously. So we're taking some video here at the post office.
Right.
And I went inside to buy a stamp, want to document my purchase. And the young lady,
Let me tell you, you got to wear a mask.
that I have a medical exemption.
Well, they didn't make any
Well-
things. Does he have a medical exemption too?
Yes, my son. Yes, he does.
Okay. Well, you'll have to find somebody to do it because they won't service anybody
That's not the way.
without a
to-
map.
That's,
I'm just saying that's what president. That's the executive that came down.
well, anyway, her issue was not. I appreciate you telling me that, but her issue was not with that. Her issue was with us taking video. And I'm
Oh, there's no
certain-
problem. There's no problem with you as long as you're in a public area. You can take all the video.
Right,
It's
so
just
I'm
that
just
they don't allow anybody in there without a mask.
Yes, they do.
Period.
You're incorrect about that.
Well, I'm just telling you.
That's a well, okay.
Well,
so just I'll entertain
Okay.
it. So can I just ask your name and badge number so I know I'm speaking with, please?
Johnston 7633.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Okay.
So let's say I was in there without a mask and I violated the mask order. What would you charge me with?
You just have to.
So because there is no penalty for violating the mask order, correct?
You just can't be in the building.
Have you ever? Well, that's not true. Have you ever read the executive order? Anyone who is unable to wear a mask or face covering.
I'm just letting you know what I.
No, well, I'm just trying to educate you because
Okay.
I do this for a living, and this
Okay.
is what I do. We go to post
Okay.
offices all over the country and educate folks
Okay.
like yourself every day.
Okay.
So, anyone who is not able, for health reasons, to wear a face covering is exempt from the executive order. It's written right into the order.
Okay.
Right? So that's what it is. So I just want to let you know, she's getting very upset that we're in there. I just want to go in and buy a stamp, get my receipt, complete my transaction, document it with my video camera, and I'm on my way.
Okay.
So as long as you have no issue with that, I'm going to go tell her I spoke to
No,
Officer Johnston.
No, I'm saying.
I'm talking about the video.
No,
Just
I'm
the video.
saying, no, the video part, no problem.
Right.
They've told me that's what they told me was that they won't service you if you don't have a mask.
Well, you're the authority here, not them.
But I don't have anything to do with how they do their business in there.
You sure do. If she's got an issue.
No, I can't. No. I'm saying that's a customer service problem, and you would have to deal with that with management.
Well, you're the authority. If they need to take it beyond management and call law enforcement, you're that guy, right? So I wanted to come out here and have the conversation with you to avoid any issues. Is what I'm trying to do.
Well, if they won't service you, you would have. I can give you the number for.
Oh, she's going to service me. I'm going to go in and buy my stamp. I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing.
I know.
Because you're going to get a phone call in 2 minutes.
Okay.
So just so you know it.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know what they say.
Okay, and just
and we don't have anything to do. We don't have anything to do with that because that's the postal wide, customer service.
Well, if she's telling, well, you know for a fact that I'm allowed to video inside, right?
Well, that part, yeah, right. I don't have any.
So if she's giving me a hard time about taking video, then I could say to her, Officer Johnson outside with the Postal Police confirmed that I'm allowed to take video inside, right?
Okay.
I don't know if you want to maybe take a walk in there, but that's up to you.
Well, yeah, I
just don't want to cause a disturbance. I just want to buy a stand.
I'm just letting you know they don't. Postal management. That's postal management. If you want to talk to postal.
Well, they can't make up their own rules. They have to abide by federal government regulation.
Okay.
Right?
I'm just letting you know what postal management says.
Well, they could say whatever. They could say they don't want a guy with a hat and a white T-shirt coming in.
I know, but.
So I go by the rules, and the rules are posted. You're familiar with Poster 7, I would imagine, correct?
Of course.
Right. So I'm very familiar with it. I could probably recite the paragraph on photography to it.
Right.
And the mask.
I know all about that.
But the mask order has an explicit exemption for people who have health issues. So they are not allowed to do that. That's if you read the mask order, and I would just suggest maybe when you go home tonight, look it up.
And if you have a problem, you need to take that up with postal management in there and get with management in there.
So what happens if postal management is violating the law and not allowing me to buy my stamp?
You have to take that up with postal management.
Well, I'm not going to go in there and have a fight with somebody.
Well, no,
that's why I came out to speak to the authority.
All I'm saying is, you have to take that up with postal management. I have nothing to do with.
Okay, so if you're saying there's no way you can help me with that, then there's no way you can prevent me from doing it either, correct? You can't burn the stick at one end, you know.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay, so you have no issue.
I'm just letting you know.
So you're not interested in what we're doing right now, right?
Right now you're not violating any laws. Right now you're not violating.
Even if I go inside without a face covering on, I'm not violating any laws.
I'll get with my man.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe there's a sergeant or a lieutenant or somebody you can speak to.
I'm not gonna repeat myself.
I'm not asking you to repeat
I've already
yourself.
repeated myself several times.
Well, I'm trying to be cordial with you, sir.
I know, but I'm not.
And I'm trying to avoid a disruption to the post office.
I'm just saying I'm not gonna repeat myself.
Okay. Well, so all I'm suggesting is maybe just check with it higher up and see what they say. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
So that was Postal Police Officer R.A. Johnston. 7633. Fascinating how from one postal employee to the next, one knows exactly what the rules are and that we're allowed to be doing what we're doing, and another will have a fit publicly.
I'm gonna ask y'all to stop doing that, to walk out of my building.
Ma'am, I just spoke to Postal Police. He's right outside and he confirmed that I'm allowed to be in here. He's right outside the building.
Okay, well, let him tell me that, because
Well, you can go ask him. He's sitting in his AC. It's also right here, rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. I just want to stand. Simple as that. We just talked to Postal Police outside there. No issues with us taking video inside. I just want to buy a stamp and I'll be on my way. No interest in giving you ladies a hard time. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hello, Sharon. How are you? Good. I just need one stamp, man. Yes, thank you. Appreciate you.
Don't serve them.
We just spoke to Postal Police outside, ma'am, and he said that we are allowed to take video inside the post office.
But you need to have a mask on.
I have a medical exemption.
Okay, where's that?
Don't
Where's what?
With the medical exemption, they
Sharon, go get it.
Let's not cause a problem. Just tell me my stamp so I can get beyond my way, please.
Don't give no. I need to see it.
Do you know what HIPAA laws are? You can't ask me what my medical exemption is, ma'am.
You said you have a form saying you don't have to wear a mask.
I never said I had a form. I said I have a medical exemption,
Okay,
ma'am.
well,
There is no form.
yes it is, because I think you bring it in.
No, there's no form. Ooh, so close. I just wanted to stand.
Wow.
Do you have a mask you could give me and I'll put it on? How about that? Ma'am, do you have a mask you could give me and I'd be happy to put it on?
Let it be on?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, can you call you?
Ma'am? I have a medical exemption, so I don't carry masks with me. If you have one, I'll put it on.
Supervisor for you.
Oh, okay.
She'll be right with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, have a good one.
So you want me to wait here? Is that what you're telling me?
How can I help? Excuse me.
Wouldn't it make more sense to just get me out of here and sell me my
How
stamp?
can I help?
I'm sorry. Wow. I could have been gone by now.
Yeah, they don't want people in here with no mask, so they make you stand here
Yeah.
for 10 minutes.
So you said the supervisor's coming out, man? Okay.
Nothing like the project transportation.
Do you have a mask you could give me? I don't carry one because I have a medical exemption. I just want a stamp and I'm gone.
Yeah, she does. She just closed that door.
Ma'am, need a mask on. Outside, ma'am. Okay, I'll come get it.
No, they're accommodating to her. Wow, and then she's demanding to know what my medical condition is. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you're willing to wear one in the first place. After
I have
all
a
this, you
medical
might as well just
exemption,
warn
but I'm
one.
willing to put it on. I don't carry one because I have a legitimate medical exemption.
Well, it's,
But if someone's willing to give me one, I already stated 4 times I'd be happy to put one on. I guess you didn't hear that part.
no, I definitely did. So
Okay.
like, if it came down to it already, like,
Well, I think it would,
why make the fuss about it in the first
I think it'd be
place, you know?
smarter to sell me my stamp. I would have been gone than have me stand here waiting for a supervisor for 5 minutes. Right? I would have been out of the building
So
minutes
you
ago.
knowingly knew this would be a situation, yet you chose to not wear a
I've
mask
been in
anyways.
post offices all over the country, sir. I know the rules.
Oh man, so do I. And technically, I'm not agreeing with it either. We have a no mask mandate. We're good. But I mean, if you knew it could come
Well,
down
if
to
you
why not just wear
read the
mask
medical
for, like,
exemption,
5
there's an
seconds?
if you read the executive order, there was a medical exemption in the executive order. And I'm just interested in buying a stamp. I'd rather not stand here and wait for a supervisor. I'd rather just buy my stamp and be on my way.
You have to ask them that.
Because they won't sell me a stamp so I can get out of here?
Do you have your address and information?
I've also requested a mask and nobody will give me one to put on.
Right here, Mom. From the
Seems like we have a bunch of people that just want to get hot here today.
Okay. Pens are down there. You need a pen? In the cup here, right there on the counter.
So can I buy a stamp from you now, ma'am, so I can leave the postal facility?
I'm not servicing without a mask.
Okay, what is your name?
I wear one. You have to wear one.
Well, you don't have a medical condition. I'm a 51-year-old with a medical condition. And I told you I'd be happy to put one on if you want to give me one. I don't carry them.
You got a medical condition?
This is my son and he does, yes.
Yeah.
How can I help?
I'm not looking to stand here and sweat, sir. I'm just looking to buy a stamp and be on my way.
I'll say you mine.
You told me to stay in here.
Okay, well, we also told you to go outside.
No, you told me to wait for a supervisor.
Well, if you step outside, then she'll be right with you.
If I step outside, the supervisor will never
You're not
come.
gonna get service. How can I help, ma'am?
I'm not going to get service.
I was trying to change.
All right, we'll see about that.
Online.
Challenge accepted, young lady. What is your name?
Couldn't do it.
She got her badge turned around too. All right, so what we're gonna do, guys, I came prepared today. So what we're gonna do is we have face shields in the truck. I'm gonna go grab my face shield, put it on, and go back in there and stick my camera right in every one of their faces and video everything in there. So stand by. And now we have Postal Police having a meeting out here. Look, now he's gonna pull away. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello. Hello, sir. How are you? I need some assistance. I'm being denied service inside. It's not your job, aren't you, Postal Police? Well, you fuck off, asshole. What do we got? NWB 6196. Chicken shit Postal Police. This is law enforcement for you folks. These guys are Postal Police saying that it's not their job. So they'll call Dallas City Police, who it's definitely not their job. But we got it covered, man. I got my shield with me today. And we're gonna go in there and get our stamp. So let me get all gussied up here.
She's still having a fit.
Of course. She's never going to stop having a fit.
Thank you so much.
Still not going to sell me my stamp, Sharon? I went and put my mask on for you. Now what's the issue? What is wrong with these people? Window closed. You're the greatest. You're not going to sell me my stamp? I went and put my shield on for you. I'm sorry?
gave you.
They're not answering questions. She just closed her window.
It says cash.
So I went outside and put a shield on for you. You're still not going to sell me my stamp. What's the reason now?
13.7.
Can I please, pretty please buy a stamp, ma'am? Okay.
Okay. So this is for the paper you got. Okay. Just for new.
Ma'am, can I please buy a stamp? They won't even respond and say yes or no. So I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. So we have a line building up here. Everybody is left.
People wonder why there's issues with the post office.
Yeah, exactly. Just making
Just
up their own
all
rules.
decide to go in the back and have a fit and
Look how many
provide
people are
service
in
to
there.
everybody.
Just so you all know, they had an issue with us not wearing a mask, so we went outside, got our shields, put them on, and I don't know what the issue is now. Let's go see if that lady's out there. I don't want to hold you all up, so hopefully they'll take care of you if we leave. It's a mad, mad world we live in, folks. Please do not knock on this door, go to the front counter. Nobody's helping at the front counter, so this is absurd. I wish they would call Department of Homeland Security or Federal Protection Service.
Yeah,
Since the Postal Police have no authority here, that's astounding.
amazing.
Hello, how are you? I love it.
How are y'all?
Keep smiling.
Yeah, you can see it, right?
I can see your beautiful smile right through the mask. Yes, ma'am. Well, so confirmed, there is one normal person here at the post office here today.
It's amazing. That's who gets hired to work for the post office. Federal post office police who claim they have no authority to do anything at the post office. And employees will just abandon ship when they get pissed off at somebody, whether they're doing something wrong or not.
Is the supervisor still coming out, ma'am?
Sure. Okay.
I'm not leaving without my stamp, so I suggest somebody sell me a stamp. Can I speak to the postmaster, ma'am, please? Ma'am, can I speak to your postmaster, please? Before this turns into a denial of service situation and you wind up losing your job?
Why are y'all making such a fuss? There's no reason.
All I'm trying to do is buy a stamp, man.
COVID stuff all the time.
Nobody's making a fuss.
You already used
Their issue was my mask. I went out to my car, put the shield on, and I came back in to buy my stamp. There's postal employees walking around with shields on, so if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. All I want to do is buy a stamp. I would have been gone a half an hour ago. Go buy a stamp somewhere else? Yes, I do.
I've already tried talking to them, they just want to rise out of it.
I just want to buy a stamp, clown. So just keep your, just put some more tape on your box. You'll be all right. Go get you another roll.
Here, I'll give you a stamp.
Will you? This lady's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I don't have to give you a stamp.
I'll pay you for it.
No, I don't
No,
need
I'm
it.
not going to take it for free.
Oh, why?
Ma'am, are you the supervisor here? Can I speak to you outside so we don't create a disturbance? I went and got my shield. I'm satisfying what you need to do. You know pretty well that I'm allowed to take video in here.
Okay, I'll meet you in the lobby. I'll meet you in the lobby.
I don't want to take it for free, sweetheart, but you're a dear.
It's just-
This woman's fantastic. Please
Take this.
help her. No, thank you.
I've got a ton of them at home. I've got a whole...
If I had change to pay you for it, I'd take it, sweetheart. Thank you, I appreciate it.
See, I don't have change to give it back, so here.
I'm just going to go speak to the supervisor. Thank you, dear. I appreciate
All
you
right.
very much. Thank you. And may it come back to you tenfold.
Okay, I'll be right out there, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right out there.
Very good. I'll wait for you. So sorry, she's apologizing for her own behavior. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. And she knows damn well I'm allowed to take video in here. She's already been educated. She knows all about it. Now you're making somebody with a medical condition staying here for 20 minutes sweating with a face shield on.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I went outside and I got my shield. Both of us did. We're all, that's okay, right?
Yes.
And I think at this point you've been educated. You know that we're allowed to take video in here because I believe you spoke to your postmaster and they told you that, correct?
Yeah, I haven't talked to my postmaster.
Well, you know we're allowed to take video in the post office, but they can't deny a service because I'm not looking to videotape anybody else's transaction. I'm just looking to document my own transaction.
Okay.
This is my son. We're traveling around the country, and we go to post offices and we buy a stamp, and we get a receipt, we put it in our scrapbook, and we move on. But at this point, I do have a legitimate medical condition. I put the shield on for you, but now I'm standing here sweating under my mask, having a hard time breathing for 15
Do you
minutes.
need some water?
No, I would just like to buy a stamp, ma'am, and I'd like you to inform your clerks that they need to sell it to me, and then I'm out of here. You'll never see me again. I don't even live in Texas.
Well, they're uncomfortable with you simming down. I mean,
Well, I'm being filmed. We're all being filmed. And since you're open to the conversation, I'd just like to point out to you right here, rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property explicitly has a paragraph for taking photographs. Okay? Photographs may be taken in corridors, lobbies, foyers, entrances. It's right on your rules and regulations.
But you're making them uncomfortable.
I just want to buy a stamp and leave. So how about we make a deal? I'll get online. I won't talk to a soul. I'll wait to get to the front. I'll buy my stamp. I'll leave. I don't even live in the state of Texas. You'll never see me again.
Okay, that's fine. But they don't want to be, personally, they don't want to be.
Well, at this point, with everything that's going on, I always document my trips. Your regulations allow me to film in here. There's also a Department of Homeland Security memo dated 2018, which allows me to photograph in here. I'm very educated on the law, and I know exactly what I'm doing. So all I want to do is buy a stamp and be on my merry way. So could you please inform the clerks to stop denying service?
But personally, they don't want to be filmed.
Well, they should get a job in the private sector then. We're all on camera all day, man. By the time you drive home this afternoon, you'll be on 50 cameras.
Right.
And I'm not trying to give you a hard time and you're being a sweetheart. You're actually having a conversation with me and I see your smile there on your mouth.
I am.
We have no nefarious intent. I have no ill will towards anyone. I just want to buy a stamp and not be denied service in a public lobby. I'm not looking to go into restricted areas. I'm not interested.
If you have a debit card, I'll be happy to help you.
No, I would like to, what we do is I can show you, we've been to probably 100 post offices in the last 18 months, okay? We've been in 30 states. Texas is the 30th state. I'm actually leaving Dallas tomorrow and I'm leaving the state. We're going to Oklahoma. I'm not even going to be here.
Okay.
So I just want to buy a stamp. I would have been gone a half an hour ago. So all this is doing is keeping me here.
Yeah.
So just sell me my stamp and I'll go.
Well, not everybody-
Maybe, do you want to go up to the counter and sell me the stamp?
If you have 55 cents, I'll be happy to.
I have my money right here. That's the smallest bill I have. I have that or a $100 bill. I just don't want to be denied service, and I don't think you want to do that for no reason. And I
actually have stamps if you would like one.
I want to go to the counter and buy a stamp, but I'm traveling with my son. This is our memories. This is what we're doing.
Right. And that's right, but the clerks themselves don't want to be filmed.
Yeah, but that's their personal opinion. They have to go by your rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. That's what they're bound by. That's what they signed up for, and they work in the public sector. If they don't want to be in public, then they go to the job in the private sector.
Okay.
That's all it is. And I'm not looking to give anybody a hard time. I just want to buy a stamp.
I place an invitation in the
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm sorry, it's Mary Gomez. Thank you. And I appreciate you being professional and cordial, Mary. I think we started off a little rough, but I think we can end it on a sweet note. Okay?
And then you'll be out of here.
Yes, ma'am. You'll never see me again. I don't even live in Texas.
Sorry to pester you again, man.
You're fine.
I asked her, and she said I need a return address.
Well, the
otherwise-
reason why is because if something happens to it, you want it to have a place to come back.
I'm willing to take the risk. It's their invitations, and
That's fine, I mean.
as long as there's a mailing address and it's valid, it'll go.
Yeah.
If
But
otherwise
always
it's dead.
remember to put a return address, okay, because something happens, it comes back to you.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
All
so
right,
that's
thank you.
just, you know, for safe reasons.
Yeah.
And man, and just on a side note, I don't want to say anything in front of them, I'm not looking to embarrass anybody, but please make sure they're not violating anybody's right to working behind the counter. There are certain guidelines and procedures that you are all sworn to uphold. We can't just make up the rules as we go. I can't come in tomorrow and they can't say a guy with a hat and a white t-shirt is not allowed in. We have guidelines, federal guidelines that we have to adhere to, right? So you're asking me to adhere to them, I'm asking your clerks to adhere to them, and if you're a supervisor, please do that. Thank you. You don't mind? Good. Okay, thank you. Pardon me.
Don't worry.
Oh, Mr. Twain over here is not even going to listen to a supervisor. Miss McMillan. Very good, Miss McMillan. Oh, stay on the line. So Miss McMillan here seems to think that even when her supervisor tells her to sell me a stamp, she doesn't have to. Very interesting. They're selling me a stamp and being on video, selling me a stamp and giving courteous service. They'd rather be on video acting like clowns for half an hour. It's fascinating. You have postal police sitting outside that won't do their job. You have clerks in here that won't do their job. And you wonder why these people have the issues they do. I'm sorry? You have a bunch of folks online here. I'm not interested in cutting in front of anybody. I'll wait.
I got a stamp.
You are a dear, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
I'm going to send these regular mail. Okay. My lucky, come on.
It has $100 with it.
This thing's making me boil here. I'm sore. I can't even breathe.
Your address back here. Okay. You need one stamp, right?
Now I know why my doctor doesn't want me wearing this thing. It's hard to breathe under it.
You need postage on it? Or you already have postage? Okay.
What is that too?
A cigar band.
Oh, cigar band?
Arturo Fuente.
Arturo Fuente.
Sí, señor. Cuba. No, it's actually Dominican.
Dominican?
Yeah. Opus X. You know what it is? I used to, back in New York years ago, I used to own a cigar store.
Oh, that's cool. Man,
Back when I used to smoke, not anymore.
this is a strain that my kid yesterday, he was talking to somebody else, and he owns a cigar store too.
Oh, really? Very cool. Well, maybe it's time to start smoking some cigars.
Yes.
Yeah. I have to go buy one of those cans of oxygen when we get out of here. No, you know what it is? I have a medical condition. I have a medical condition. They make me put this thing on. I can't breathe.
I can't stand it, man. I can't stand it. And they said that the governor had said everybody, we ain't got to do it wide open now.
Well, they can't actually enforce this mask mandate, but they're going to deny me service if I didn't put it on. So
That's crazy.
yeah, it'll all be outlined in the lawsuit. Because I've had it with this one today. They just made me stand here for 45 minutes, and I literally can't breathe. I feel like I'm going to pass out. But I'm the kind of guy that values my rights and values my freedom, so I stand up for them no matter what the cost. I'm not about to get my rights taken away from me. I stand up for your rights too, sir.
Stand up for our rights.
Yes, sir. And what they don't know is I'm also standing up for their rights too, but they don't realize that. But I appreciate you, man. You stay blessed.
Do your thing, man.
That's all it is, right? I got you. Come on, man. Just have one stamp, please.
I'm outside.
And I know you volunteered to come out and sell me my stamp, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can go outside and breathe some fresh air,
All right.
and I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And you're the most professional, courteous person in this building, and I also thank you for that.
You're more than welcome. Get your change for you.
Miss McMillan over here, though, is going to have to keep her eyes out for the process server.
And 55, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And just praising me on my job.
Here's your receipts.
Nobody's threatening you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Miss McMillan, answer the door when the process server knocks. Kiss your job goodbye. And just to give you a heads up, I'm out of here, but just to give you a heads up, you're going to get a lot of phone calls tomorrow, so I apologize for that, but you brought it upon yourself.
That's fine. Bye-bye. Have a safe trip.
You too. Thank you. All right. Well,
Wow.
got my stamp.
I can't breathe, dude.
Got my stamp, got my receipt, got my change.
So,
And we're going to need to light these folks up here tomorrow.
you guys saw how that went. We finally got our stamp. But as usual, contact info will be in the description. For this post office, postal police, everybody we interacted with, definitely recommend you guys check out the description because I put a lot of info down there. And you know, you guys feel free to call them up and let them know what you think, because this is some of the worst behavior by public employees we've seen by far. I mean, postal police who refuse and say that they have no jurisdiction on postal property when they are the postal police. Postal employees, the supervisor, Mary Gomez, having a fit since we got here, and still, even after she admitted that we're allowed to be doing what we're doing, trying to chase us out, wanted us gone. All the clerks having a fit. I think I got their info. I'll try to put as many names as I can in the description so you guys can make specific comments or complaints about specific people if they choose to productively call up. And like I was saying, contact info for everything will be in the description. That's just really absurd how these people act. Even when they've been informed by their supervisors, by postal police, by us independently, that we're allowed to be doing what we're doing, they still want to have a fit. And we could only get one postal clerk to serve us because the other ones were either hiding in the back or refusing to serve us. So you saw how that went, like I was saying, and that's about it for this one, guys. So horrible reaction from these people here in Dallas at this post office, and I definitely encourage you to call up and let them know what you think. Obviously, I don't encourage any swearing, profanity, harassing, or anything like that. Productive calls only are what we advocate for. But I'm not responsible for you guys. I'm not your babysitter, and you can do whatever you want to. But truly ridiculous here at the Dallas post office. So if you like this video, you appreciate what we do, make sure you check out my other social medias. Hit the like button on this video, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff is the best way to support the channel. Turn on notifications, everything like that. And like I was saying, feel free to leave your feedback for everybody involved here today. All that contact info will be in the description as usual, like it is in every video we do. And see you on the next one, guys. Out. And just before we end the video here, I want to put extra emphasis on these postal police claiming they have no jurisdiction here and not wanting to respond to any questions, have a conversation or anything. And like AP brought up, if they don't have any jurisdiction, they can't do anything here on the post office, then what are the postal police doing with your tax dollars? What are you spending all that money for in federal tax, and for these postal police to not have jurisdiction on postal property? It's absurd, and we certainly don't want to let them slip, because as bad as the postal employees inside were, The Postal Police were also just as bad. So we stuck it out with the mask thing, and it was very uncomfortable. Felt like I couldn't breathe. If we had to stay in there for another 10-20 minutes, I would have had to bail. But that's about it for this one, guys. Watching Watchmen, out with Amagansett Press. We're gonna go get a cold drink and head on to the next one. Out.